Backline comedy show. 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 It's one of the oldest Zoom shows in the world. From Omaha, Nebraska. Natalie on tech, Iris the bouncer, and our host, Brooke Barcel. Backline comedy show. Backline comedy show. Backline comedy show. Backline comedy show. Yeah. Here's Brooke.
Here's Brooke. Woo! Thank you. Please put your hands together for Ian's creation of music. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. We are rolling deep. We got 23 in the Zoom. A lot of people will be coming and going throughout the night. I got 41 on my list. That's a really, really good number. Apparently it's Giving Tuesday. So someone's like, Brooke, that sounds like 69 holiday. No, that's not the same. They're confused with sixes. That's giving. If it was like a mutual holiday where like you both get something, and I don't think those charities give a lot back. I don't know. That's not true. I'm sorry. I'll rethink that joke. Oh, this is fun. I'm excited to be here tonight. I have, like I said, 23 comedians here, all from all over the place. Would you mind just shouting out randomly where you're from?
Phoenix,
Chicago.
I don't know.
Pennsylvania.
I'm in Poland.
St. Louis.
Richmond, Virginia.
Pretty cool. Pennsylvania. Cool. Yeah. Okay. There's also comedians here, so it's going to be a lot of fun. East Coast, West Coast. I heard Poland in there. We're going to cover it all. I want to just update you on my lawsuit with Five Guys. I've been suing them for false advertising. No, I was so I guess you could call it thirsty. And I looked up and I saw a sign and it was almost like glowing, like Five Guys. And I was like, really? I can just go in and that's it? Like, cool. Like, yeah, I was so excited. My hopes were high, I might have been, but my hopes, they were really high. And yeah, I got excited at first. There's all these nuts, and there was only one. Yeah. And I'm like, there's something wrong here. Like something wrong. So they're either going to change it to Five Guys. No, they're not going to. They're going to change it to might contain Five Guys. Yeah, will contain burgers and fries, which you can get anywhere. My lawyer said not to worry. The jury is hung. Yeah. Oh, I did pause a bit about the 69 I mentioned earlier. 69s are just about equality, first and foremost. I kind of touched on that with the giving, but then it got confusing. And sometimes the 69s are confusing. There's a lot going on. But just to assure you, it's just a stop. It's just a stop on the journey. Okay. I'm going to model good timing. That's my set. Ah! Okay. Thank you. I know. Oh! Thank you. There's a lag. So there we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. I waited for you. All right. You're like, there wasn't anyone else. I know. I'm aware of that. All right. On deck, we've got Erica Schweitzer, our first comedian. He's from Bangor, Maine. He's fantastic. You're going to love him. Put your hands together for Stephen Douglas.
Hey, thank y'all very much for the clap. My girlfriend gave me that once a long time ago in a bottle of pills, and a week later I was cured. I'm just kidding. So I was wondering, if a gassy cow was lactose intolerant, how would you know? If a cow had cat's paws, Would it be able to climb trees? Would that make it want to chase mice? Would it get along with both species or would it fight both species? If you cross a chicken and a cow, is that how you got the word chow? If you cross a chicken and a kitten, is that how they got the word chicken? What do you call, hey, here's a question for you. What do you call a single sock in prison? You call that a date. What you call a pair of socks in prison? You call that a double date. So what you call a black sock in prison? You call that an intriguing evening. So what do you call a sock with a hole in it in prison? You call that a whore because it's been around. You know, speaking of suing there, Brooke, I'm on the suing thing too. Everyone's doing these frivolous lawsuits. So I thought I'm going to jump on that bandwagon. I'm going to go sue the city of Bangor and the state of Maine, building the sidewalks too high because every time I step off the curb, I bump my ass. That's right. I'm a short guy, but I don't have that Hitler complex like most short people do. I don't get mad when people say, hey, how's the weather down there? I always say the same thing. It smells like balls, twats, and assholes. And here's one of the reasons I don't get too mad is because I get my clothes cheap than most of you tall people. My shoes are cheaper because I get them in the kids department. I can get a discount at the fair when I shave and wear teen clothes and sunglasses and a hat. People constantly want to help me carry things because I'm small. So I don't really see the downside of that. Well, I generally don't see the downside of anything because I'm always looking up. Of course, that can get me into trouble sometimes, especially when I'm standing next to a beautiful lady in a skirt and I say, gee, your hair smells terrific. It also puts me at the right height to play bar owner with a lady. You know, poker in the front, liquor in the rear. So I was in the grocery store the other day and I saw a sign in the bakery that said, what can the magic of cake do for you? Well, let me tell you what the magic of cake can do for you. It can turn a nice, fine rear end into the backside of an elephant. That's what a nice piece of cake can do, you know. Let's see. Oh, you know what they also had in the same store in the aisle? They had a beer and Vaseline in the same aisle. I don't know what he was thinking, but I know when I have beer and Vaseline on my mind, somebody's taking it in the rear end. Well, thank you very much. That's been my time. Y'all have a good afternoon.
Woo! Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Steven. Did you all notice he ended right at 3? Right at 3? That was beautiful. That's a pro. One more time for Steven Douglas.
Woo, thank you.
Woo! Woo! He was talking about his wife, by the way. He's happily married. All of those jokes were about his wife. She's very consenting to them.
Yes.
On deck is Newman, our next comedian. She's from Chicago. Cool. She's on the Come Together show on the Underground Comedy Festival on December 4th. And also with the open mic school too. She does some pretty cool stuff. Put your hands together right now for Erica Schweitzer.
Thank you so much, Brooke. Guys, I have made it. I got a brand new IG follower. I don't need any more. Guess who it is? Paul Servino's fifth wife. Yes. I'm standing up for the first time in a while to do stand-up, I know. I just came from a place where I'm plus sized. I'm talking about Shanghai, China. And I know that I have weight problems. I've struggled with weight my whole life. I came home just in time for the election. People, I was stress eating gummy vitamins. I need help. So I've just started this new medication called Victoza. Have you ever heard of that? Victoza. It sounds like the name of a mobster who wears sandals with smart suits. Yeah, Victoza over here, you know? And I used to be an English teacher. So I'm sitting there, I'm doing my research, I'm looking at these reviews for this medication. I want to know what I'm putting in my body. And so I read one review and it said, difficult to asses. And the English teacher OCD part of me was like, no. But the rest of me was like, yes, give me this now. I want that. Difficult to asses. Give this ass a hard time. Okay? Forget being difficult. I want quantum physics on this ass.
Okay.
When I get done with this set, I'm going to run over and do a set at a Beatles themed show.
Ooh.
You know me,
Mm-hmm.
world's biggest Beatles fan. My sex life is called the Magical Mystery Tour. You know, back in the days when I was single, boyfriends in there, I used to hit up DMs like, hey, Jew. Please, please me. Don't let me down. And they were like, oh no. Still got to work Yoko in there. You guys have been fantastic, America.
Woo! Wow, with like 3 seconds to spare on that one. One more time for Erica Schweitzer. Little side note, I'm not gonna talk a lot in between because I want to get through all this. But my dad, his name is Bruce, so we always thought, "Don't let me down, Bruce." Yeah, cool. All right, on deck is Dana. Dana has been doing clean comedy workshops, so we'll see what she's got for us. Our next comedian from Santa Clara, he's been coming to the Backline pretty much for I'd say a couple months now. Please put your hands together now for Newman Shite.
What's up, guys? I know astrology is really big now, but I'll be honest, I'm like kind of confused by it at times. Like I saw this post recently that said, if you're a Scorpio and you're in a relationship, you need to make sure that you're heard by your partner and that you express your emotions freely. And I'm not a Scorpio, so I guess that means the next time I'm in a relationship, I just kind of need to shut the fuck up and keep everything inside me, you know? Yeah, but I don't have a problem with astrology. I just like, I kind of like get mad when people use it to justify their shitty behavior. Like one of my friends, like a couple of weeks ago, she was like, look, I know I got shit-faced for the 4th time this week and puked over your bed, but I'm a Capricorn. That's just what we do. I was like, no, you're an alcoholic. Like, you need to get your shit together. I do think in a couple years, though, like, we'll probably start using astrology as, like, legal defenses, you know? Like, a couple years, lawyers are probably going to be standing up like, yeah, sure, my client killed 6 people, but he's a Leo. They were all Virgos. Like, that's just what they do, you know? I'm just saying the next Jeffrey Dahmer is probably going to, like, get off because, like, he was born on April or something, you know? I'm not much of a video games guy, but I decided to give it a shot recently. So a couple weeks ago, I bought like a Call of Duty game, and I'll be honest, I suck really bad at video games. Like I was so bad that I was playing online, and one of my teammates yelled at me, "This is why you're a fucking virgin." And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Like judging by how good he's good at the game, like I'd assume he was the virgin, you know? You have to sacrifice a lot of Friday nights to be that good at Call of Duty. I'll be honest though, I think the worst part of my video game experience was probably the nicest thing someone said to me. I don't know what it is about Xbox that makes everybody into just hardcore racists, you know, just screaming worse slurs and everything. I will say though, if I was a bigot, I would have greatly expanded my vocabulary. Like I learned a lot that day. I guess I'll end with this one-liner. I feel like having a threesome with twins is like really redundant when you think about it.
I don't know. I'm up for the adventure. One more time for Newman. Woo! Sometimes you just don't know what to do with the other hand. Anyhow. There's a lot of awesome people in here. I know all of you do not know each other, so put your like social media stuff in the chat. If you have something coming up, put it in the chat. You can also go to the live stream and put it up on the live stream. We'll try to put some of it up there for you. But yeah, that's awesome. Okay, on deck now is Darrell. Darrell's first time here, but before him is kind of a stranger, but not even close to a strange. Maybe a little strange. But strange is why we're awesome. Let's see. Co-host of a podcast called Fart Talk. Please put your hands together from Phoenix, Arizona. Dana Wisson.
Thank you. Thanks, Brooke. Thanks, everyone. One day, I'm going to look back on the year 2020 and tell my kids, thank God you're still in that test tube. Does he love me or does he not is a question I often ask my dentist about my other dentist. This requires audience participation. My butt is so flat.
How flat
is
it?
That people yell, hey, is that a woman or a file folder whenever I walk by? I was 21 years old when I learned that sex isn't actually a guy rubbing his naked furry body on top of your naked furry body. But it's a guy rubbing his naked furry leaky body on top of you while whispering, "Oh shit, baby, can you loan me $5 so I can go get some beer? You know I'm good for it," in your ear. Excuse me, sorry. This next joke is written from the perspective of someone who lives at the YMCA. Okay. Living at the YMCA is weird because sometimes you want to turn left, but everyone else wants to turn right. And when you try to meet in the middle, you find a dead body. Thank you. Okay. Here are a few clean jokes I wrote in my clean stand-up comedy class. Dating is hard, especially when your boyfriend lives in a jar. Like, hey, baby, you want to go out to a movie tonight? I can't, babe. I'm stuck in a jar. All right, here's another clean joke. There are 3 things you need for a good relationship: a man, and maybe another man. And then this one was not written in class. Did you know that 90% of sperm are deformed? That explains why the stain on my bed is shaped like a cat. All right, thanks.
Dana Wisson. If you haven't checked out Fart Talk, go to it on YouTube, like it on Instagram, follow her on her page. She always posts like jokes and like little clips. Like I saw that the one that you did about the boyfriend and the other boyfriend, and then she had a heckler. She had a heckler that's like, I don't like that joke. And then she heckled. Oh, and then you made a cartoon out of the heckle. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that's true. Check it out. Okay, on deck is Brenda Brown. I just got goosebumps saying that. Okay,
Oh boy.
I'm not hyping you up. I'm gonna hype up December 6th. But right now, visit ultradieseltime.com for empowering blogs and books.
Yeah.
I am Darrell H. Okay, so this one, he's from Saucon the City. You'll hear a little bit about them. If you were here last week, you saw a couple of their comedians. Please put your hands together for Darrell.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's some good enthusiasm. Appreciate y'all. I'm out here getting gas, so if you hear cars in the background, not me farting. I promise. And I'm talking about actual fuel, not the weed. I promise. I'm out here getting gas. I won't tell myself on Zoom. Yeah, that's it. Any old school Pokemon fans on Zoom? Anybody here? Old school Pokemon, like 1995 when Pikachu was a big thing. Yeah, man. I hate Pikachu. I'm sorry, I do. I really don't like him. Cause it reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. She was short, fat, with long toes. Now, like that's one thing gets on my nerves. Like my biggest pet peeve is short girls with long toes. Like, why do they have them? Why do they have long toes? So like the version of gravity that grip the ground with them, like this. I got it. Then they start crawling on walls and stuff. Jeez, man. But just saying. I mean, it's not really just that the biggest pet, but like the reason why it's my nerves is because like I brought this one girl home. Like she's very sexy. Like she looked really good. She was about 4'11", and I put her on my bed, so I had to pick up like a toddler because I got a tall frame mattress. So I picked up like a toddler, put her on my bed. I was about to change a diaper, but I ended up taking her shoe off very sexily, and she takes my nose straight up with her toes, like this, just like that. Now life like sucks for me because I'm right now I'm smelling corn chips and my nutsack. Because I had to see what those toe hands could do. Like, I just had to find out what those toe hands. She was doing like, baby, bring that chimpanzee grip over here. Yeah. It was amazing. But hey, I've been Darrell. Please visit my website. I promise I'm a lot nicer there. Y'all are beautiful. I'm a motivational speaker on the side. I love comedy the most. So y'all are beautiful. I'm good up for your host, and y'all have a great night.
Woo! Darrell Hearn, motivational speaker and comedian, and not a fan of long toes. There's always something, right? There's just something that makes that person not okay anymore.
Short girls with long toes. Okay.
I saw a couple of you just got here. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Glad you're here. Glad you're alive. Your heart's beating, and you're choosing the funny. I love it. Woo! On deck is Desiree Walsh, our next comedian. We have the same initials. She's like the chocolate version of me. I know. You're like, what? Come on, Brooke. That's weird. She said it first, okay? She said it first. If you're not a member of Sauce in the City on Facebook, it's like a whole network. She does some really neat videos, like really cool. It's almost like improv mixed with stand-up. She's amazing. Okay, if you live in Las Vegas or if you know people in Vegas, December 6th, big show on the Strip at the Red Palm. She's going to do the whole thing. Really, really cool. Right now, we just get her for a little bit. Please put your hands together for Brenda Brown.
Okay, so hey everybody, this is Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child. As she said, yes, Brooke is my sister from another mister. She is amazing, but it's my turn to tell jokes. I'm not really a comedian, but I thought I'd give it a try. So I was looking at my Facebook memories because you know they don't ever let you forget anything. Like you could break up with the worst person, he could have raped you and kicked you in the eye, and Facebook would be like, hey, 1 year later, you remember this guy? You're like, you know what, Facebook, you could at least read the newspaper. So anywho, I was looking at my memories and something said honesty saves everyone's time. Okay, so clap if you think honesty saves everybody's time. Yeah, you do. Okay, so let me tell you this stupid story. So I won't mention any names, but the police came to my house. True story. The police come to my house, and they knock on the door. Now I'm doing everything for Sauce in the City, and so I'm kind of annoyed that they knocked on the door, but they knocked so hard that Breonna Taylor came through my mind, PTSD. So I was like, well, shit, I got to get up and answer the door. So I got up and I answered the door on the next time they knocked, and I swung the door open all viciously. And I saw the police standing there. So first of all, I crapped on myself, like right there. Like I was like, oh crap, I'm shot, I'm dead, it's over. So true story. The first cop, he goes, well, are you the only one in here? Now I sleep on the couch next to the door. So I was like, sir, I don't know, I was doing something for Sauce in the City, I couldn't tell you if I'm the only one in here. So he cocks his head to the side, and I said, I know, unbelievable. So the next question was, well, do you remember what this person had on? Now I live with this person, so you would have thought that I would have seen what he had on. But nope, I was like, I don't remember. So next thing you know, he cocks his head to the side, and I was like, all right, I can see he don't believe me. So third of all, I started laughing. I said, officer, I'm serious. So the third question was, well, do you know where he keeps his gun? I said, well, on him. So he cocks his head to the other side, and he goes, I think you know more than you're telling us. I was like, really, officer? On the third question, the most honest answer I could give, that's the one you questioned me on? Not the fact that I don't remember what he's wearing, and not the fact that I don't remember if I'm the only one in the house, but on a question like, where does he carry his piece? I say, on him. You say, I think you're lying to me. Honesty definitely doesn't save everybody time.
And
I hope I did good.
Oh, you're so good. One more time for Brenda Brown. Woo. Her shows are a lot of fun. If you haven't done one, you need to do one. They're really, really, really fun. She'll put up like a picture of something, and you have to like describe it or talk about it. I'm not doing it justice. Look it up.
Come on over, people.
Put a natural storytelling in you. So like with the way you tell stories, we're all listening, we're all engaged, and
well, I'm glad, because first of all, it's my first 3 minutes Brooke ever put me on the spot. I'm going to blame you later, but you guys are all fantastic. Let me tell you, great job, Brooke.
One more round of applause. First time tonight. Y'all know that's not easy. It's not.
Well, no, because like I'm sweating and I'm about to like pass out, but you guys were great. So thank you for being my very first audience.
If you see the flyer for the Sauce in the City show on December 6th, will you please share it? Share it. She'll like all your stuff. It's a pretty neat thing. It's kind of like, yeah, that reciprocity. That I can't talk. I'm gonna just keep going. I'm getting emotional too. On deck is Jenny, our next comedian from Toronto, Ontario, and Canada. She's gonna be on the Friday Night Funnies, December 4th, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Please put your hands together for Desiree Walsh.
Hi.
Hello.
Brooke is right. I am Canadian. And I've been doing a lot of that just wasn't a made up fact. I've been doing a lot of Zoom mics with Americans, and I really like it because I'm learning so much about America and your country, and it's great. Like, for example, did you know that New Jersey is a state? So news to me. Turns out that I thought New Jersey was a suburb of New York for most of my life. It's not. I'm getting it confused with Staten Island. The only things I know about Staten Island are a little bit unflattering, so I thought I'd educate myself, and I Googled facts about Staten Island, and a tourism website came up with 13 interesting facts about Staten Island. You guys, the best one was that they have the largest garbage dump in the United States. That was the best one on a tourism website. I am from Toronto, and I feel like this is the equivalent of us saying, we have a homeless problem and we don't have a lot of affordable housing, and we're not very wheelchair accessible, and we're kind of mean for a Canadian city. You should come see us anyways. You should come see us anyways. No, like we talk about the lake and the CN Tower and the Sky Dome, not the garbage dump. Yeah, Staten Island, get it together. Is what I'm saying. Does anyone remember the 90s and the Pogs? What do we do with the Pogs now? Because all the other toys came back around, like the Polly Pockets came back around, so we gave them away, and the Trolls came back around, so we gave them away, and the Barbies never left, so we gave them away, but the Pogs have not come back around, so I have hundreds at my mom's house, and we just want to know what to do with them. Lawn darts have made more of a comeback than the Pogs, which I find ironic, because who was like, let's give the children another shot with the knives that we throw in the ground. The cardboard disc. No, they can't have the cardboard disc. Thank you. I've been Desiree Walsh.
Woo! Thank you, Desiree. She was on Contagious last Friday. You can still watch the video. She's so funny. That was a really fun show, all of it. But thank you for being here. She even took a nap and made it on time. And I did another 3 minutes. Sorry, I didn't mean to tell everybody that. All right, on deck now is Elvin. Elvin's on deck. Our next comedian, she's from Texas, Houston, Texas. She was here last week. She must have liked us. She came back. Please put your hands together for Jenny Mann.
Hey everyone, I'm Jenny. And thanks, Brooke, for hosting such a popular mic week after week and for having all of us. So, yeah, I have met 3 kinds of very passionate people in my life. Those who love their job, those who love Jesus, and vegetarians. Vegetarians really have a noble calling, they do. Every time I meet one, I cannot escape the question, have you considered a plant-based diet? Ever since I was 6 months old, I've been on an animal-based diet. And before that, milk-based. Recently, though, I'm seriously considering converting to a Bud Light-based diet. Scientists said that beer can lower cholesterol levels, lower my risk of diabetes, and strengthen my heart. And then my vegetarian friend goes, well, a plant-based diet can do those things for you too. So you mean like I can achieve those same exact outcomes either through eating celery or drinking Bud Light? Tough choice. It's like deciding whether you want to earn money by working 40 hours a week for 40 years or win the lottery. My favorite part of this conversation is when I explain to the vegetarian friend all the similarities between getting on a plant-based diet and getting drunk. In both cases, it's not about variety, it's about persistence. Also, getting on a plant-based diet is a lot like getting drunk, because when you share how you get there, people don't take you seriously. You are heard by many and understood by few. Another reason why plant-based diet is like getting drunk is, of course, when you vomit, everything's in one color. That's the time that the vegetarian friend will shift gears and bring in their second strongest argument. I'm a strong believer that every animal deserves a chance at life the way we all do. Can you imagine living with the constant fear that you will be eaten? Well, I cannot imagine that. But the closest I got to having this fear was when I was little. My parents told me that Asian people will eat anything that runs on four legs. So, being the protective big sister I was, when my baby sister was first learning to move around the house, I would always fear for her life. And yeah, I mean, I protected her all growing up, but she didn't know. Like in life, sometimes people help you out without telling you. So when you get a chance to help people out, always tell them so that we don't get into the same situation. All right, thank you very much.
Jenny Man. Woo! That was fun. Okay, I sent a message to Elvin. Did he turn on this? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
On deck now is Kenneth. Kenneth, you are on deck. Our next comedian, he's from Stockton, California. He just says promote some laughter and jokes. So we'll just continue doing what we're doing. We're all having fun. We'll keep it up. Please put your hands together for Elvin Malikny.
Hey, how's it going? Greetings, everyone. You know what? California at this moment in time is now in the purple, but it's a little confusing. Yeah, it's confusing as heck because I thought purple was a good thing. You know, like Purple Rain, Prince, right? Purple Haze, Jimi Hendrix. Hey, we can't forget about Barney the dinosaur. Yeah, he's purple. yeah, it's confusing as heck. I mean, if you ask me, yeah, because nowadays, purple means there's a possibility that you're gonna die, and a 10 p.m. curfew. I'd rather take Barney the dinosaur. Yeah, I'm blind and Filipino. That's why I look Korean. Yeah. You know what? Let me flip through my notes real quick. What do we got here? Yeah, real professional, right? This is how we real comedians do it. Coronavirus. Oh, masturbation. Yeah, let's go with masturbation. I don't know if you guys heard. There's this running theory out there that if you masturbate, you go blind. Yep. Yeah, I'm not making shit up. It's out there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about y'all. Like, either you ain't doing it right, or I'm really, really good at it for some reason. Yeah, crazy. I'm killing it so much that I do it with my eyes closed. I don't know. I don't know, man. You know what? I think I deserve a trophy. Or some sort. Maybe like a Medal of Honor. A Purple Heart. Or maybe a purple hand, from masturbating so much. I don't know. You know what? I don't know if you guys seen the Cobra Kai on Netflix, but season 3's coming up. Yeah. Do you guys remember the slogan? Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. I found out that there's a porno version. Cobra Thighs. Thrust first, thrust hard, and blow mercifully. Anyway, that's my time, y'all. Thank you.
I do like that movie. Oh, Elvin, I did karate chops with my arms, just so you know.
Yeah.
On deck now is Stephanie, our next comedian. It's his first time here from Chicago. Natalie has a timer. You get 3 minutes. Please put your hands together for Kenneth DeJean.
Thanks, y'all. So 6 months ago, I got accepted to a depression study. Yeah. And they paid me to take a bunch of FDA-approved antidepressants. None of them worked, though, so they told me that they'd pay me more money to take a bunch of antidepressants that were on trial. I said yes. And then they said that I should keep taking the old antidepressants, and then in 2 weeks, they'll switch me to the new ones. 2 weeks passed, and the old antidepressants kicked in. So they told me I wasn't depressed enough to continue the study.
I'll show you.
Yeah, depression has become my sidekick. Now you're demonetizing me? Like, how am I supposed to pay for the new expansion pack of Sims 4? Like, I was so close to making depression my full-time job. I should have just lied, honestly. So, in like middle school, a long time ago, my friends and I picked up the picture book Madeline. Some of you may remember this. And then part of the picture book, Madeline, the main character, who's this child, begs someone, please don't molest us. And then we laughed. One of our teachers looked at us and said that the book was originally in French and the word molest meant to annoy. So we started saying things like, John, do you like it when I molest you? When the principal was around, he said shit like, Mrs. Jones keeps molesting us every day. With homework. Our teachers finally told us to stop, but we said that we were practicing our French. Croissant, bonjour, molest. I'll end it there. Thank you all. You've been good.
Yeah, thank you. Please put your hands together for Kenneth. That was funny. You're like, I know. And now we know. So thank you for coming. I'm going to say this maybe again, but I want you all to know you're welcome to come every single time. You can come here every single time. I want you here. I'll miss you if you're not here. But number one, you need to take care of you, right? So if you're feeling really tired, take a nap. If you're thirsty, take a drink. If you're hungry, sit down and eat. You know, no biggie. If you're eating Pringles, just mute your mic. You know, that's nice. We appreciate that. We're still doing 3-minute sets. Everyone's been doing awesome. I don't think anyone's really gone over. So I don't have to tell you that if more than 8 people go over, we won't have a bonus round. I don't even have to mention that. So on deck now is AJ Capuccio, but before him, from her mommy and daddy, originally from Connecticut, she says promote world peace, trans rights, and a ham sandwich. Please put your hands together for Stephanie Fritsch.
Hello. I'm coming to you from the hood of the onesie universe. Like thank God for Zoom meetings. Have you ever been to a Zoom meeting and you forgot that you didn't have anything on underneath? Oh my God. So I'm gonna do a little hand sanitized humor, especially in this pandemic right now. So that Scotty is usually like the softest of like the most cuddly toilet paper. Well, and then Bounty is a quicker picker upper. But you know what happened today? It's became so real in my hoodie that my toilet paper and my paper towels got into a really bad fight today. And you know how at the end, Bounty lost because Bounty threw in the white towel. Like garbage city humor, especially after the pandemic. But you know what? That's all we can do. Reach out and go to your bathroom. Don't be afraid of a transgender person using the bathroom, because I use my bathroom every day, and nothing ever happens in there. Especially since I'm single and lonely, without anybody to cuddle with. So when in doubt, my skeletons have been going at it so much lately that they're not even talking to each other now. You know, like like Halloween. But you know what? They no longer have any skeletons in their closet. They like sex usually. So like, people said, why don't you try comedy? It's like sex. You keep coming and coming and coming, right? Like, I'm like sitting here going like, I'm being sexual, but you know what? I'm tired of hot dogs. So now we could go vegetarian for a little while. Try the other cocktail, so to speak, or lack thereof. So what life is weird, like I live in Pennsylvania, the mushroom capital of the world. When I first moved here, I thought I'd be tripping on having good trips all day long, but you know what? It turned out to be regular damn mushrooms. Why is that? Why can't I have psychedelic shrooms in PA for real? Oh my God. And then like I used to be a John Deere, but I prefer to be an Alice Chalmers now. Diva girl, and I'm out.
Woo! Put your hands together for Stephanie. Woo! I met her at the Anarchy open mic. Small plug. I host another open mic on Friday nights. It's no big deal. It's the coolest thing to do on a Friday night. We do 5-minute sets, and yeah, it's rad. Erica, my co-host, is in Hawaii, so we play like luau music. I was just looking around again, and this is a really, really, really awesome, very diverse, tons of different everything. It's just really cool. In Omaha, it's the same white guy, like different joke, different day. So this is really, really, really cool. You know what I'm talking about. You know the Midwest. All right, on deck now. Teal is back. Teal is on deck. Our next comedian from Bangor, Maine. Here's where he plug his podcast if he had one. Telling jokes already. Please put your hands together for AJ Capuccio.
Hey guys, what's isolated, 30 years old and is missing teeth? Me, you bitches. I was biking in August and then I had a date with gravel. Then I got drilled by a tall, dark, handsome man. He was my oral surgeon.
Nice.
I'm embarrassed about how the accident happened, but at least I was on a real mountain bike. My insurance wouldn't even cover if I fell off a Huffy. But I wasn't bouncing over moguls or pulling any sweet tricks. Instead, I was trying to turn on my headphones because I'll be goddamn if I go a minute without listening to a podcast. Pod may save America, but at what cost? I'll be getting a bridge implant as soon as I get an appointment with the dental civil engineer. But for as long as I look normal, by the time there's a vaccine, circle, circle, dot, dot, now you got your cootie shot. Slash, slice, slice, we've implanted a tracking device. Then we can go about our normal, breathy, sweaty, mass gathering business.
Woo!
Especially us gays, we like to be packed in, especially that guy who went to Fire Island with a pending COVID test. He's not invited to our post-immunization suck and fuck. So of course, I'm just very happy that I got to go to Boston Pride when I had the chance. It was interesting to see it be a corporate cash grab. The parade was just a herd of rainbow-washed advertisements. Even Amazon had a float. It's good to know they treat their LGBT employees as poorly as everyone else. even allow their transgender workers to identify where they feel most comfortable on the gender spectrum for as long as they don't identify as a union worker. You can be out of the closet for as long as you stay in the warehouse. 10 seconds. Shoots. Ah, never mind. Thanks.
From Bangor, Maine, AJ Capuccio. I still don't think I say his name right, but
No, you do.
cool.
Capuccio.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Zach at Mojo doesn't.
Okay. Cool. All right. How we doing? Y'all good? You need a little stretch? A little stretch break? A little wiggle? A little twist? A little twist. My chair is squeaky. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. On deck, David. David is on deck. Our next comedian from St. Louis. Please put your hands together for TL. Woo!
Thanks. My name is Teal Pierce. I am an impressionist, although I started comedy as a cubist. I graduated from an existential high school. In the yearbook, I was voted most likely to be. I wanted to go to a nihilistic college, but then I thought, what's the point? So there's a pandemic going around. You hear about this? There are a lot of theories about why it's gone on so long. Mine is, I think it's because motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. That's just my opinion. I mean, it's like nowadays everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. It's a bunch of gibberish, etc. But Donald Trump's not only the president of COVID-19, he's also a client. Topical. All right. I am an asexual person. In fact, I am so asexual.
How asexual are you?
I'm so asexual that I friend zoned my right hand. Friend zoned my right hand. Hello. All right. I saw an old friend today, so thank you, LASIK. I'll finish on this. It's great to be here in New York hosting Saturday Night Live. I just flew in with the Michelin Man. Had boy are his arms tires.
Jesus.
All right, thanks a lot. I'm Teal Pierce. You guys have been fun. Thank you.
Teal Pierce. Oh, y'all are fun. This is awesome. All right. Okay. That was fun. Okay. I mean, you're all fun. Woo! You know, like sometimes like someone they'll just keep going and then it just like keeps getting funnier and then like your stomach hurts after a little while. Yeah, you all do that. On deck now is Tyler Fowler. Our next comedian is from Knoxville, Tennessee. He hosts an off the mic. I know, right? It's for new people, like if you're new doing comedy. So there's a lot of newcomers in the room. This place can be intimidating because there's all sorts of talent. Like some have been doing it for 10 years, but then some people it's like their third mic or like we saw earlier, the first. So lots of range. But at David's mostly new people. Sorry. And the David Habel's bullshit live feed. That's on Thursdays, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Please put your hands together right now for David Habel.
Thank you. Thank you. You see these curls going on right now? Like, I think some days are just meant for resting. Like, some days I just feel like being a blob. In fact, if my hair was any curlier, you could call me Blob Dylan. I like plants, kink, and even religion at times, but I never expected to be able to combine the three. Succulents. Let's see. Oh yeah, my nipples are named. The one on the left, it's kind of perky, so it's called the cat's nip. The one The one on the right is smaller, so it's called Napoleon. I upset some dude earlier. A hot guy offered to bury me 6 feet under, and I said, "No, sir, but you can bury 6 inches under me." I only want to be cremated if it's well earned. Some people say that I look like Jay Leno, but I think I look more like depressed. Oh man. People say you are what you eat, but I ate a baked potato earlier and I didn't get high. I grew up going to Jamaica, so there's still a part of me that wishes I could be Rastafari. But I spoke too much for that, and I know I'd wind up Rasta cross-eyed. Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston were going out, but they broke up. Apparently, she wanted something casual, but he couldn't keep it low key. I want a mustache so I can brush stash my mustache. Oh, I got the words wrong. Well, I tried. Oh well. Thank you so much, Brooke. Thank you all.
Woo! Woo! If you like that and you want more of that, he hosts lots of open mics every week, so you can check them out. And I don't think any of them conflict with mine, so you can live in both of our worlds quite happily.
Thank you.
All right. Woo! Stop. Just kidding, don't. Really don't. Like, don't ever stop being you, please. For real. Even the weird part of you, don't stop doing that. I know, right? It gives someone else permission and they need it. On deck now, it might be Sitha, but also might be KJ. Just a heads up. Otherwise, from Chicago, really cool. Put your hands together for Tyler Fowler.
Oh, thank you. Wow, thanks, Brooke. This is great. I feel like I'm a kid doing e-learning. This is so fun. Class. That's great. That's fun. You guys, this is cool. I started doing comedy because I needed a hobby. But this is going to come as a shock. I'm not a very athletic guy. I know you're thinking, what? But your body. Sports were never an option as a hobby, because to have a sport as your hobby, you need to, 1, be athletic, and 2, have otherwise no personality at all. And that's just not in the cards for me. So I decided comedy, but now comedy is my job, which is great, but again, leaves me with no hobby. But I'm nervous about picking another hobby because, like, what if I'm so good at it, it becomes my career? Like, what if I just pick up crocheting casually and next thing you know, I'm just pumping out scarves the rest of my life? Like, I have to be very cautious about what I choose. That's why, like, I can't, like, no fun for me, 0 hobbies. Hobbies, I think, are overrated. They're just things you're not very good at. And I'm like, I can't deal with that. I'm too good at everything. I just got to pick something and stick to it forever. But I'm glad that I picked comedy. Because like, what if I had picked up gardening as a hobby and like now I would own a wildlife preserve somewhere? Like, you never get free drinks doing that job. Like, I can't do that. Yeah, like, what if I had picked up reading? Maybe I would own a book. I don't know. Like, you can't risk it with those kind of things. I don't know. That's that joke. We're working on it together. Thank you. I feel bad for anyone who bought a new car this year because the 2020 model of any car is never going to be popular. Like a few years from now, they'll be trying to trade it in at the dealership, and the dealership's like, "Ooh, 2020 Fiesta? Yeah, no Fiesta was good that year. We can offer you $50 for the trade-in." Like, $50? The government gave me $1,200 to stay home. You can't give me $15 for the car? Come on. Yeah. Like a few years from now, some unsuspecting car owner is at the dealership, like, "Yeah, I'd like to trade in my 2020 Cherokee," and they're like, "Whoa. You know you can't say that word anymore, right? What are you talking about?" I would be happy to send you home today, though, in the new 2025 Jeep Indigenous. Yeah, we can put you together with one of those. You just have to surrender your house, and you can have the car. That'll be great.
There you go.
Also, anyone who bought a luxury car this year is kind of screwed because like, "Hey, what year did you get your Benz?" "Oh, 2020, the year everyone was broke and starving." Good for you. Yeah, that seems nice. "Oh, I think I rode the bus that year." "Oh, until I got laid off." That's right. Yeah, you got your Benz in 2020. I got COVID-19 and evicted, so that's nice. Thank you. Like, personally, I like driving a Honda because it's unassuming, right? When someone sees the logo on a Mercedes, they're like, "Ooh, a Benz." When someone sees the logo on a Honda, they just read it like, That's it, guys. I'm Tyler. Thanks.
Tyler Fowler. Put your Instagram in the chat so people can follow you. We all like to do that and like each other's stuff and share and support each other. I feel like if you have a bunch of plants, right, you could spread them out really far away and like not talk and not care about the plants, not water them, not like them or anything. Or you could put them all close to each other and you could water them, you could like them, you could give them life. And then those plants, they get bigger and then they have plants themselves. And that's kind of what's going to happen. Like we're going to have like a 20-year reunion and we're going to talk about all the cool stuff we did. That was weird, but I guess that just had to come out. On deck is Camilo. Yeah. Our next comedian, also from Chicago. Let's see. The Haggard Unicorn on Spotify. If you haven't listened, check it out. If you have, you can always give it another share. There's someone I think out in the world that needs to hear it. And also on Twitch, it's queer_lady, but KW instead of a Q. What? Oh, yeah, almost. Well, she'll put it in the chat, but KWEERLADY_K. Anywho, on Twitch, streaming Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Please put your hands together for KJ Whitehead.
Hello, everyone. Yes, it is Queer Lady K. I heard queer_Lady K first, but queer for short because who isn't these days? Hi, Tyler. Good to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Tyler and I have known because Tyler, we first met when he roasted me for my 27th birthday.
I forgot about that. That was so fun. That was the most fun.
I got roasted for my birthday right after I saw the Lucas brothers perform. It was awesome. And I got to meet them. And also in that same roast, someone told me that I looked like Don Cheadle in Cheap Drag. It was amazing. I'm so happy. I love getting roasted. I do. I'm not good at roasting at all. I'm not. But well, start off my set. Happy holidays. First day of December. Happy holidays. You know, down we now our gay apparel. You know, Santa Claus is coming. You know, all that, everything you can imagine. It had me thinking with people caroling and stuff. And bear with me, but I had a thought when it comes to Christmas carols. A group full of singers who just so happen to be queer rehearsing are just tops and bottoms. I wanted to see if I could get away with that. I wanted to see where that goes. Really, I think what the queer community now needs, Elliot Page just came out as transgender. Let's acknowledge that first off. I thought that was amazing. I think what the queer community, trans community needs now is just a podcast of transgender people talking about tea, and it will be called Tea on Tea. And then I think is a transgender people taking testosterone talking about tea. So it's tea on tea with tea. And it'll be on T and TNT. So it'll be tea on tea with tea on TNT. I'm proud of that myself. I'm gonna keep saying it until I think it's funny. I had a thought, and I know my camera's frozen, so I'm gonna wrap it up. And I had a thought, and I remember that Uber a while back came out with a slogan: Uber, now moving in a new direction, forward. Well, where the fuck were you going before? All of that said, I'm gonna.
Oh no. No. Fuck Donald Trump.
Good night, everyone.
Put your hands together for KJ Whitehead. Woo! KJWhitehead.com. I am KJ Whitehead on Instagram. I think even on the Venmo, if you feel like buying her a drink or something or a book, just send $15, maybe $15.95 if you want to do that. We're almost to flipping the page. Yeah, we're getting there. On deck is Helen, our next comedian. He wasn't here last week, but he's been here before. We like him a lot. To promote, he just says to promote his name. He is the Camilo. Put your hands together.
Woo. Yeah, thanks for having me back. It's good to be here. So I forgot to mention this in my intro, but I'm Canadian. Yeah. And I want to apologize right off the bat for being Canadian. Now, not all of us here are ice skaters, which is kind of disappointing, I know. And I don't know anybody who takes like a dog sled to school or something. Probably because most of us are just regular fellows like you. Yeah, did you know that? Yeah. But we have a justifiable bad rep because we have this unnatural fascination with maple trees. I don't know. It's like one of our kinks. Yeah. But we have some things in common, both of our countries. For example, protesters. They hit us all. And so here in Canada and in America, people have been making moves against statues of old Confederate whiteys. Yeah, you've probably heard of it on the news, like Yale or Christopher Columbus or Sir John A. Macdonald. They're actually racist bastards and are being exposed. Real dark stuff that would make anybody want to trash your statue. So that's all, like, maybe they have a point, okay. But how far are we going to be taking this? Because first it's the statues. Okay, but in a few years, are we going to have coins with no faces on them? Yeah. History books with no pictures? The Vatican with no pope? Like, when does it end is basically my question. Yeah. Well, what do I know? I'm not a functioning member of society, and I'll never be because I'm Canadian. Well, people tell me I'm really young all the time. I get that a lot. Like, I just started college. People all the time tell me, like, you're so young. You got your whole life ahead of you. My whole life ahead of me? My whole life. What was the past 18 years? Some sort of prologue or something? These are the deleted scenes. Or the what the hell? When does my life start then, is my question. Because you've been telling me like the same thing since I was 6. So that leaves us like 12 years that you've been lying to me. Gets you all confused and I don't even know what to believe anymore. Like, you and my 3rd grade teacher, were you just friends or is that a lie too? I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, that's been my time. Thanks for having me back. I've been Camilo. Give that back to you.
Keep it going for Camilo from Canada.
Woo!
You know what, sir? I like how you think. I think a lot of us are laughing at a lot of that because we kind of think like that too sometimes. Like, really? Okay. Okay. On deck now is Daniel from Poland. Our next comedian is living in Seattle, Washington. She's in a Zoom themed holiday show called Laughing All the Way. Holiday themed Zoom show. Yeah. December 16th at 5 p.m. Pacific. Please put your hands together right now for Helen Wildly.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm Helen. I recently turned 30. Thank you. Thank you. Big day, very special. I even more recently turned 34. Stressful year, obviously, for everyone. I've really been leaning on my friend Jessica this year because she gives great advice. But she would actually argue that she's not my friend; she's my therapist. Like Jessica, it's like I told her, it's like we're working on our boundaries. But I was like, Jessica, it can still be friendship if one friend pays another friend to listen to them. You know what I mean? Like friendship can sometimes have a copay. That's fine. My parents absolutely hate that I'm in therapy. They hate it so much. It drives them crazy. I told them they should talk to a therapist about that. Figure out where's this emotion coming from. They hate it. They hate it so much. They think going to therapy is admitting that there's something wrong with you. It's like there is something wrong with it. But, what are you trying to hide, honestly? They're ashamed, embarrassed, like they can't admit to their friends that I'm in therapy. I think it's weird that my parents' generation is so against therapy, considering all the hits of their day are just a cry for help. Like, "Oh Darling" by the Beatles, "If You Leave Me, I'll break down and die." Like, that's a lot of pressure to put on a partner, Paul. Crazy. I mean, God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. They're like, "Look, you could leave me, and but what good would living do me?" It's like, well, again, there's something in you worth exploring without that person. Let's just get it together. Like, I'm surprised there isn't a compilation album of the 60s called The Declaration of Codependence, Great. I do live in Seattle with my partner, Victoria. We actually just moved out of the city during COVID to a rural area. We thought we were tough. We thought we were like city slickers moving into the woods, but we're terrified now. We're just two women alone in the woods. We don't even have a dog, obviously. Lesbians. We've got two cats. It's scary. It's scary out here. We thought we'd be braver. We're like trying to figure out how to stay safe, but on a budget. So we've just hung an American flag out front, so everyone assumes we've got guns. They're like, "Can you believe that lesbian couple is packing so much heat?" Nope. People keep asking us if we're gonna have kids. People, I mean my mom and dad. Really the only two people who care. And I think that's really sweet. I think it's thoughtful that they're asking, but I don't know. I guess I'm sort of old fashioned, I'm like an old fashioned gay. Like I would like to get married before I get artificially inseminated. These are traditional values that I have. All right. Thank you for having me. I'm Helen Wildy. That's my time.
Woo! Helen Wildly from Seattle. Woo! Woo! It's quiet. It's quiet. You can hear me, right? If you book shows, put her on your show. There's so many talented people here to pick from. Yeah. I think KJ and Natalie are starting a new show. We didn't talk about that. I saw them post something. You need to submit. You need to submit to it. You have to be special though. You can't be regular. If you're regular, you got tons of shows. Tons of shows for regular people. You'll have to ask KJ for more information. On deck now, it might be Pam, but we don't see Pam. So Ian, you might be on deck. Our next comedian, living in Poland. Please put your hands together. I don't know if I'm going to say your name right. I know I can say Daniel. Everyone, please put your hands together for Daniel.
Woo! Woo! All right, guys, I'm sure everything's fascinating, but you're just going to have to find me on Instagram, which I didn't share. So you can just kind of have to find out when I type it in the chat, because I want to tell you guys a story. And it's a great story. It's a story of self-discovery, as all stories really are. Thing is, you don't technically need me because it's on YouTube, but you do need me because it's in French. And Kenneth is, I don't see his face anymore. But so here, it's a short documentary. It's about Like these reporters, they go to this little village in France, and it looks a beautiful little place, and they talk to this older fellow, like old, nice French dude, nice house, and he starts to tell this open-hearted story of when he was in his 50s and heard something life-changing. He saw the light in the concept of fisting. Obviously, sometimes the light shines in dark places. He was fascinated, because it was difficult at the time to find anyone who was interested in trying it, because how do you ask someone, hey, bro, can you stick your fist up my ass? But he persevered, it took a long time. And when he finally tried it, he discovered a realization deep in his soul. He realized that no one should ever struggle this hard for something they enjoy. And if you could make that process easier and lubricate the way for others, it was his small then large contribution to humanity.
Yeah.
Christinière, he gets to show people around his villa and his black and red leather and his nipple clamps. Not the only thing getting clenched, I'm sure. He gets to show people around his Chapelle Fistine, the Fistine Chapel. And interviews from other people who are really open-hearted. They're talking about how great it is that they have a place to be so open, to really spread their horizons. And, honestly, I think that's a beautiful idea. Imagine if you had never had Thai food in your entire life. And then you try it finally at age 16, you think, shit, I didn't try this for the last 50 years. And life is a journey of self-discovery, It's an endless pit of hidden depths of your personality. But while you can discover Thai food by yourself, some things just need a helping hand. I would call this my tight five, but it's not.
Ouch. One more round of hands for Daniel. This feels dirty just clapping my hands. Picturing him. I'm a visual person, so I just picturing all of that. And you're right, lube is important. Anywho. Thank you for being here. Woo! All right, on deck now. I don't think we have Pam. So Cody, you are on deck. Our next comedian doesn't even know anymore where he's from. And he does musical intros like you heard tonight. And you'll hear on other shows that are awesome enough to commission him for his really good work. Please put your hands together for Ian Ryland Smith.
Yes, thank you. And I do so much with music. I work at a retail store and I sell sheet music and sheet music accessories. That means I work in retail. And in retail this time of year, it's Christmas music all day while you're at work. There's no break from it except for the commercials. I love the commercials. But this isn't about the commercials. This is about coping with endless Christmas music. So what I do to keep things fresh is I like to add rap sounds to Christmas songs when I hear them. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, skirt, skirt, had a very shiny nose. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere we go. Yeah, Bing Crosby, what a bummer what he did all of those women. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Just like the ones. Okay, I'm done with that. My voice is a little hoarse. I'm gonna drink some eggnog for that. It's a day's worth of calories in that one gulp. Now, of course, there's this one Christmas song that has gained some controversy over the years. It's the Baby It's Cold Outside. And I'm thinking of maybe a rework, a remodel, if you will, to sort of modernize it. So the woman is going to be singing the "But baby, it's cold outside" part, and the man is just going to be singing about trying to get her to leave. You really can't stay, but baby, it's cold outside. You have to go away, but baby, it's cold outside. I just want to play my PlayStation 5. That's all I have for that song. If I have any other Christmas jokes, oh, I probably do. Oh, Christmas time. There's probably something in here about Christmas. Sometimes when people come into the sheet music store, they say, "Hey, we're looking for sheet music." It's like, well, I hope you find some. You're in a sheet music store. You're gonna have to be more specific. All right, thank you very much.
Woo! Ian Ryland Smith. Woo! See, I told him this a long time ago. I'm like, you're really funny when you talk about all the stuff that you know a lot about, right? And he's talking about music. So funny. Y'all are really funny when you talk about what you know. Yeah. I was gonna say something else, but it'll come back to me. We're gonna keep going, okay? Okay, we'll keep going. On deck now is Stephanie fucking Knowles. But before her, from Portland, Oregon, he has the unemployment mic on Wednesdays, 1 p.m. Pacific. If you're unemployed, join him in the middle of the day. It looks pretty fun. Please put your hands together for Cody Webb.
Hello. I'm waiting for the view to go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I'm on. Now I can go into speaker view so I don't have to see me. Perfect. Gallery view, whatever. Not important. The important thing is I've been trying to think of positive things during this quarantine that have come out of this quarantine. And I gotta say, I like masks a lot more than I thought I would. Like, you know, you don't have to shave as often. It helps hide acne that the mask is causing. And if you've been in a very specific burn accident lately, nobody needs to know. Like, if you've been burned anywhere between here and here, you can keep that a secret for the rest of the pandemic. Basically, what I'm trying to say is if you're the Batman villain Two-Face but horizontal, this is a great time to be alive. How exactly would he get that burn? I'm not entirely sure, but my best guess is Harvey Dent was pulling an all-nighter while also eating a really hot bowl of soup and then just fell asleep chin first in the soup. Now, of course, that makes him a lot less compelling of a Batman villain, but you know what? I trust the writers. I'm sure they can figure out a soup-based revenge story for him. Anyway, masks. My personal favorite part of the masks is it hides this part of my body, this in between the chin and the neck area. Double chin causing motherfucker. I hate it. It is the worst part of the body, okay? And I am including the appendix and the tonsils on that. And given that my girlfriend almost died from a burst appendix and my sister was literally strangled by her own tonsils, that should let you know how much I fucking hate this thing. And it's worse for me personally, because I'm like 6'2", 230. So not only am I more likely to get a double chin, I also have to look down when I'm talking to most people. And because everybody's looking up at me, that means, boom, this is the first thing people see. It's very prominent. There's a reason people take selfies up here and not down here, okay? We all want to hide this weird meat flap from the world, but if you're tall, you can't. It's just your fucking life. Short people, you do not realize how good you have it, okay? Cherish your angles. Now it's going to get worse for me as I get older, because I'm it's just gonna get. Actually, I don't have enough time to finish this, but I'm just gonna end it there. Thank you, Brooke, for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for respecting the time and the clock.
Yay.
Yeah, he killed it last week. He came on. I've been doing Contagious on Fridays, and if you come to the show and watch the whole show and you share it, we're kind of adding like little sets at the end, little incentive for you to come and watch. And Cody did one of those. That was pretty fun. Thank you for doing that, Cody.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. On deck now, Chino. Chino, you are on deck. I don't know if I see him. That's okay. He'll be here when it's important. So our next comedian, she said she's from the same answer as Paula, but the only thing is no one knows what Paula's answer was, and I apologize. She does the Writers Lounge on Thursday, 7:30 Pacific. So if you want a fun little writers group, hit her up. Please put your hands together for the super funny Stephanie Knowles.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Rich Bitch Shopping Network. I'm your host, Stephanie Knowles. Tonight, I have a CD packed full of Christmas hits for your ears to gander. Our first song is about the pandemic, Christmas during the pandemic. We wish you would wear a mask. We wish you would wear a mask. We wish you would wear a mask. Don't kill our families. Say I can't breathe. I know that's not true. So put that damn mask on or I will wreck you. We wish you would wear a mask. We wish you would wear a mask. We wish you would wear a mask. Don't kill our families. Well, your grandma decided not to wear a mask. And you know, the other day we found out that grandma got killed by coronavirus. Into the stores without her mask. You say there's no such thing as a COVID, but grandma and papa don't believe. You've been drinking too much Kool-Aid. I begged her not to vote in the political race. And I heard that's all we have of that song. Don't buy the CD. That's an our next song is definitely a finished song, though. Our next song is about those really annoying trucks and the people who drive them. Big trucks, little dicks, big trucks, little dicks, big trucks, little dicks, big trucks, little dicks. Hey, look at me, hey, look at me, hey, look at me, hey, look at me. I'm going to rev my engine as I go down this quiet road. Very small. Big trucks, little dicks, big trucks, little dicks, big trucks, little dicks. In Humboldt, we have a lot of those big trucks, little dicks. And in Humboldt, we also have a lot of weed. Oh, Christmas weed, oh, Christmas weed. I trimmeth you, now I smoke of thee. I toketh you into my lungs, now I cough, shit's hella strong. Oh, Christmas weed, oh, Christmas weed. I trimmeth you, now I smoke of thee. And that is our Christmas CD. Have a happy holidays, you assholes. I'll give the rest of the time.
I feel like I want to have a holiday theme show now.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Why the fuck not? This might be hard to believe, but I would work at restaurants in the holidays time. I might have been a little annoying. I'd be like dun 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 dun. I keep going, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas, Christmas is here, Christmas is here, you know. But yeah, it's more fun if you make sillier words. That was really silly. I loved it. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
On deck. Sorry, is Ira. Our next comedian, is he here, Chino? Cool. On deck now is Liam. I saw him. Liam, you're on deck. Our next comedian, she is from Ira land. Ira land. Please put your hands together for Ira.
Hello, everyone. My name is really Ira. I asked my mom why Ira, and she said, "I named you after a gay Jewish man." She got one out of three, right? I feel like a mad scientist these days, except I'm not good at science. So I guess am I just mad? My name actually, Ira, fun fact, means anger in Spanish, in addition to being super Jew. So that's confusing for my insides, and I relate to all of it. I used to be really good at technology. Like as a kid, I thought I was the shit. Like I was so good at putting you remember it was like the red and the yellow and the white thingies and the thingy on the one side and the TV. Like everybody would be so confused about this shit, and I'd be like, "I got y'all, don't worry." And then you do it, and they'd be like, "Oh my god!" And you'd be like, "Yeah, right." And now I pick a microphone for my own computer, so that's cool. It's been a nice transition. I'm a researcher, I'd say, more than a scientist. I heard that licking in dogs is a calming behavior, and so I'm starting this clinical research study for figuring out if that's the same in human women. It's going well, don't worry. So far, so good. I also want to do a study. I have this inquiry-based project I'm thinking of about hair. Obviously, if you know me, I have a lot of it. And I really believe that the hair holds some crazy sexual power. That's why women with long hair are always single. I mean, sexy. They have a lot of time on their hands, right? Like if you're dealing with a mane, you've got at least an hour a day. You got to look at Brooke. She's like, ooh. Same, yeah, same. I also have this other religious theory. I dabble in everything, you see. I have a theory that it was not an apple in the Garden of Eden. It was carbs. Y'all motherfuckers know carbs is way more addictive and tempting than a motherfucking apple. You telling me that you're gonna commit all that sin over us an apple? That would have to be like the perfect Macintosh. So unlikely. I'm just saying that shit was some rice or starch or a cookie. So life matter every single motherfucking moment. My name is Ira Claiborne. Give it up for Brooke. XOXO.
Ira Claiborne coming in hot, working the bouncer job and coming up with fantastic jokes for us. Thank you. I know. Talk about girls with long hair. I have to acknowledge myself. Woo! Aw. All right. I'm just going to enjoy y'all for a minute. Is that okay? I'm just going to take this off. This is really cool. I'm glad that you're here. And I'm glad that you're here. And I'm glad that you're here. And I'm really glad that you're here. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Okay, that's probably enough. But I am glad that you're here. For real. It's been a tough year, and all y'all have helped me. Appreciate it. All right, on deck now is Janice, our next comedian from Burlington, Vermont. How cool. He does stop motion sketches on YouTube. Wow. And he also has an Instagram, Liam P. Welsh. Please put your hands together for Liam Welsh.
I forgot I sent all that stuff to you. I was like, word's getting out. But all right. So I guess if dogs are colorblind, which I've been told my whole life that they are, it doesn't really make sense to me why we as humans decided to make dog toys extremely colorful. Like, who is that for? That would be like if we made Braille bedazzled. We'd be like, hey, check it out. This looks pretty cool. Blind people would be like, well, it looks the same, feels the same. Shit. I was really nice out the other day, so naturally my dad tried to shoot me. So
What?
he's always like, hey, sun's out, guns out. Am I right? I'm like, Dad, that's not what that means. Please don't shoot me. Someone did once ask if my dad was abusive. I was like, I don't know, beats me, that's for sure. No, I'm just kidding. My parents aren't abusive, you guys. They actually only hit me one time my whole life. I was 5 years old and I was misbehaving, so they tried spanking me. And somehow the whole thing ended with the two of them crying. And subsequently getting a divorce. So yeah, I guess you could say I fucking won that fight. I used to work at a movie theater that got a lot of kids' movies, and because of that, we would often have to clean up after large groups of children. So one day, a coworker and I were cleaning a theater, and he turned to me and he went, "Oh my God, kids are the worst. Like, I wish we didn't let them in this place." And it was just adults only. You know, why is that not a thing? An adults only movie theater. And I was like, well, believe it or not, it is a thing. It's more commonly referred to as a porno theater. And I got to say, I think we're way better off cleaning this place, you know? I don't know. Personally, I would just much rather clean up after kids than clean up what could have been kids, you know? All right, that's all. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you see that? You see how different everybody is? None of us are the same. That's so nice. That's so nice. I love it. Yeah, give it up for yourselves. Good looking bunch. Shake your arms a little bit. Around. Oh, might crack a little bit. Up and down with the shoulders. Maybe some wrists. Yeah. Go both ways. All right, all right. Well, if you're into that. Roberto, I said that I would put you on the list. There's a lot of people that couldn't make it, so no biggie. I'll probably put you up in like 3 or 4. Kirk, you are on deck. Our next comedian's from Chicago. She has Los Locos Comedy on Saturday, December 19th. Please put your hands together for Janice V. Rodriguez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, so sorry. I just IM'd you. My first name, I know it's spelled like Janice, but I swear it's pronounced Janice. My mom tried to be extra, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I get that.
But it's because she's from Puerto Rico. And then I was like, everyone's like, oh, is that supposed to be Spanish? And I'm like, no, that would be Janice. No. Then I was raised in Indiana, so it was just... I'm just fucked the whole time, basically. Just call me whatever. I respond to Janiqua, Janae, all of them. Just Jan. Like, it's fine. I'm done fighting is what I'm saying. It's fine. I'm so happy to be here, Brooke. So nice to meet you finally, like in person. I mean, we've been like Instagram friends. Hey, yo. It is my favorite time of year. Hallmark holiday movie season. What? I don't know who's into that. Or as I like to call it, a baker or a member of royalty season, because that's the plot of, you know, it's right. That's the plot of every damn movie. Okay. Like, can we get some like new writers, you know? Also, can we get some diversity? Like, I'm just so sick of like the one quirky, funny black friend. Like Oscar's so white, no Hallmark's so white. Also, okay, if we can't even diversify, you know, ethnically, can we get some diverse white girls? Because I'm sick of DJ Tanner being the baker, is all I'm saying. Like every movie, that's a Full House reference, guys. I don't know, am I showing my age here? Okay. Oh, I don't know. But what's getting crazy though is I think all these other networks are trying to get into this, like, you know, kind of like get into the, I don't know, be like a follower and do the whole like holiday thing, right? What's freaking me out though is that like some of the stations are like ID Network. I don't know if you guys are into true crime, but ID's got all the crazy shows. And now they start this time of year, they're like whole series like called Homicide for the Holidays, you know, or like the most murderous time of the year. Or my favorite, you know, I'm Dreaming of a Bloody Christmas. That's on right now. It's showing tonight. I have them all recorded. I know it's crazy. I don't like the holidays. So God, this is quick. I'll do something I've been working on. Okay, so before the pandemic, I'm married. Anybody else here not happy? Cool. One of the last things we did was like go out to the theater. I finally saw West Side Story because I'm Puerto Rican. Hello, and saw it live as a you know, musical. And I'm sitting here telling my husband, grabbing his hand. I tried to be sweet and cute, and I was like, "Honey," I'm like you're the Tony to my Maria. And he looks at me and he's like, "Bitch, Tony dies." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. That's why I married you guys." Ladies, marry somebody like 10 years older, because like you'll have to wipe his ass a little, but you get at least a decade of quality free time. So that's my hope for you. All right, that's my time. Bye.
Woo! 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 Yeah. Put your hands together for Janice.
Yeah, thanks.
That was awesome. Thank you. We pack it in the 3 minutes, but you're awesome. It was obvious. We're nodding. We're like, yeah, we know. We can tell. We see a lot, as you can see. And look, so many awesomes. Like in that row and in that row and in that row. Yeah. You're fitting in just fine. You're welcome to come back anytime. We do this every week. Every week. Warren, you're on deck. Okay, our next comedian from Las Vegas, Nevada. He said, "I'm free to make something up." So he's good at watching cartoons, and he's really good at making like really cool, unique stuff. Like he made a music song for Anarchy. If you come to Anarchy on Fridays, it's really neat. Please put your hands together for Kirk Broussard.
What is up? Oh man. Yeah, I was running late. And so as soon as I sat down and joined, I looked at the email to see where I was on the list because Cody was up when I joined the room. And I was like, oh, I got plenty of time. And I scrolled the list down and I see, I mean, I know it's Janice now, but I see Janice V. Rodriguez right before me. And I'm like, is there some sort of roast battle going on? I really thought it was, oh man, you guys don't know verses? Nothing? Jesus Christ, tough crowd. First 30 seconds, done. Let's go to this. I did a writing group with Kelly, who's actually here a few days ago, and it was super fun. I don't see anybody else from it. I'm gonna assume they're out furiously writing. But no, anyway, like everybody had a bunch of stuff to just talk about, new ideas they were already thinking of. But at the start, she gave us a topic to write about in case we ran out of things to talk about. And I'll never get to use these. So she gave us the topic of fairy tales. And so I wrote some ideas. Let's see if any of this shit has any potential at all. I just wrote Saving Princess for my first thing. I mean, that's obvious. That's just more even thinking video game terms there. I don't know. Very Mario Brothers turn to that really quickly from fairy tales. Then I just says living under a bridge. Like, I don't know if those are possible. My future lodging potential things or more troll focus, real troll turn in the troll turn in the fairy tale thing. And then, so here's where I think they start to get good. It just says Rapunzel's hair care regimen. Now, Rapunzel is the one who stretched her hair all the way out the window, correct? I'm not, I think that rings a bell. Yeah, I mean, what was she? Was she sponsored? Was she like the spokeswoman for something? I mean, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that shit works back then. Then I said Supreme Court jester, like the Supreme Court and a court jester somehow. Is there an overlap there? Political, keep it topical. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking about. It was a great writing group. And then my last one is just Sleeping Beauty versus Bill Cosby. And I mean, the jokes write themselves, so I didn't write any. I don't know. I'm gonna give the rest of my time back to the mic. Bonus round coming up, guys. Get excited. Thanks.
Woo! Yeah, that's true. That's right. Thank you for reminding us. In a little bit, when we're done with the list, and you know what, it goes pretty quick at the end, and I slow down because of that whole like abandonment issue. I don't want y'all to go, and it's fun. But at the end, well, I'll do one more minute, and you'll get randomly spotlit, so you don't know when it's your turn. It's like it's exciting, it's fun, and then yeah, one more minute, everyone gets a turn. That'll happen after Annalisa. She's our headliner tonight. On deck now is Cherie. You are on deck. Yeah. Our next comedian, first time here. They are from Richmond, Virginia. Please put your hands together for Warren Dawson. Woo!
Hey guys. So my family wanted to come to the watch party. I told them not to. Truth is, I'm a little nervous. I'm a new comic. Just started getting on the scene.
Nice.
A friend of mine told me, hey, if you get nervous, just picture your audience naked. So now you know why I didn't want my family to come. And speaking of hair, when I was a kid, everybody was about pubic hair. Everybody wanted more pubic hair. People just, they felt like they wanted to buy underwear 2 sizes too big. And if you went down on someone and didn't come up with at least 10 pieces of hair stuck in your teeth, then you were just doing it wrong. So nowadays people just want to shave. They want to shave their pubic hair. Not me. I'm still going. I've got so much now. I've got to start wearing long underwear. And I had to make up for this. When I was younger, I had so much long, great hair, the kind of hair that you twirl when you get bored. Nowadays, if I want to twirl hair, I got to wear my jeans with the pockets cut out. Oh, I've been married. My first ex-wife, I married when I was in my 20s. The divorce was okay. She stayed in California. I believe it's because it reminded her of where she grew up and was raised as a spawn of Satan. My second ex-wife, that things did not end well with that one. And in fact, by law, legally, I have to stay at least 100 feet away from where I buried her body at all times.
Oh my God.
So, I'm in my 50s now, and I've never really been good at sex. So my girlfriend tried to help. She sent me a video about foreplay, and I watched it. Of course, I had to skip through all the boring parts in the beginning. So now I'm single again. Yeah. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, geez, what did he do with his girlfriend's body? Truthfully, I don't know where she is. One minute she was there in the trunk of my car, and the next minute she was gone. So, so I appreciate y'all sitting here being naked with me. That's all I got. Have a good one.
Woo! What? We'll keep it going for Warren. Woo! Yeah. Thank you. All right, on deck now. Alex Portillo is on deck. I see you. Hi. Our next comedian has been on the stage at the Backline. She's been to the real place. Please put your hands together for Miss Sassy Neighbor.
Hello. It is really great to be on here and see all the laughter and the humor. I mean, we all need that. And then when you were doing your exercises, I felt like I needed to do TikTok signs, you know? That's all I'm watching anymore is TikTok. And I just haven't done any of those videos. So, but my name's Cherie Pryor, and not Cherry, but Cherie. I've got that all my life. I went to the doctor today, and the nurse kept calling me Sherry, and I was just driving me nuts, man. It's like, no. I cannot let anybody call me anything but Cherie or Miss Sassy Neighbor. She goes, well, that's the same way with me. My name's Tierra. And I'm like, they say it wrong all the time. I'm like, how many other people have names out here that you can't say their name right? It's like, my mom did that to me. But I've been talking since birth. It's a natural thing for me. They slapped me, you know, when I was born just to shut up. So, and I can't sit still anymore around my house. I never cleaned. I'm cleaning all the time. I was even cleaning my kitchen and laughing at the same time in here because I can't sit still. I've got coffee. I was afraid people were going to see me drink. I got coffee. I got 7-Up. I got water. I don't drink alcohol anymore. You know, I'm 21 with 37 years of experience. I'm old enough to get in the bar, but old enough to know I'm allergic to alcohol. So, you know, they come out. When my day it was 48 packs, and now I've seen a 96 pack. You could go tobogganing down the street with that thing. I'm like, that would work out for me, you know. And I've been busy around the house. And then when people come over, I'm freaking scared. I got to put everything away because I don't know if they're what they're going to find here. And my daughter come running out of the bathroom the other day, and she's like, "What are these, Mom? What are these? Who are you screwing?" They're rubbers. And I'm like, well, nobody. I'm just satisfying Mom here. Just taking precautions. I like to put rubbers on my, you know. So I was just doing that, and she came in doing that, and now and they were talking about pussies. I've had so many pussies in my life and dogs. It's getting ridiculous. I was thinking about it. I think I've had every color of pussy in my life. I've had white pussy. I've had black pussy. I've had brown pussy. I've had calico pussy. I just had a lot of pussy. And they don't, you know, they just want to come in and out. They don't want to stay out very long, so I don't have to walk. I don't like to walk too often, especially now. I live on the 3rd floor, so every time I go downstairs, I have forgotten something. And now I walk to the dollar store and I forget things there too. So thank you very much and have a blessed night.
Miss Cherie, Miss Sassy Neighbor.
Yay.
Oh, I'm so
Yay.
glad that you did this. That was so wonderful. People were laughing the whole time. That was great.
Oh, I got my leopard on.
I know, it's so cute. And then you got leopard in the background. You just be your sassy self.
Yeah,
Tell
that's
your
it.
little stories. That's great. Thank you. I hope you're here every week. Unless for some reason you need to take care of you. Otherwise, you're welcome here every week.
I'm taking care of me doing this.
I know, right?
Right?
You even did the stretch.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Pretty soon we're going to have our lightning round. But first, I made a promise. We have a special guest tonight. He's special. He's been in my, well, he's not really in my room, but it looks like he is. Please put your hands together for Roberto Garcia.
Hey, thanks for giving me a little time tonight. I know I slid in last minute. I was hearing Miss Rodriguez talk about being married. I have kids. I'm married. I got kids too, though. COVID's really killing the vibe, though. You know, making me sit around with them all the time, and it makes me miss the before times when you know, I used to have people over. I just moved to a new state. I'm in Indiana now, and I moved to a new state, and I don't have a lot of friends. I made some friends with some neighbors. They're adults like me, but they don't have kids. So it was nice having people in the house that don't hate kids. It's a real nice change from the usual people, the usual adults that are there. You know, me and my wife. And you know, I moved to a little area. I was living in Flint, Michigan, and I moved to a little area called Zionsville, Indiana. Anybody familiar with Zionsville, Indiana? Woo! Yeah. If you're not familiar with Zionsville, Indiana, think about where you grew up. Everybody got a picture of where they grew up?
Yeah.
In their head? Way better than that shithole. And when I was living in Flint, I had a mini ramp in my backyard. I know it doesn't look like I skateboard, but Tony Hawk. And when I moved to Zionsville, there's a lot of HOAs, so no mini ramp. And when I had the mini ramp in Flint, I lost a bunch of weight. And when I came back and moved to the HOA, I couldn't have one. So I gained all the weight back over a period of a year of unpacking my shit like Elastigirl from The Incredibles, Mrs. Incredible to the layperson. I gained all the weight back, and now I'm back to being a fat piece of shit. But I got my super back. When I'd lost the weight, I'd moved down to medically morbidly obese. But now that I gained the weight back, I'm back to medically super morbidly obese. Give it to me. 2020, we're not body shaming, right? You know, I'm a stay-at-home dad. Most people might not notice that about me. I like to call myself a trophy husband. And you know, stay-at-home parents.
There you go.
Oh shit, I'm running out of time here. I'm just gonna say I guess being a stay-at-home dad, you can tell I'm a feminist. I guess you could call me a big fat feminist, because nothing says equality like take your ass to work and make me some money. But I'm kind of a bad feminist, you know. I'm a little traditional male. You know, and I got 3 boys. I'm trying to raise them to be gentlemen. I'm trying to teach them to lift up the toilet seat when they take a piss. You know, but my wife is only 20% of the household. So if I was thinking about true equality, wouldn't I be teaching her how to lift the toilet seat up when she's done using the bathroom? You want equal pay? I'm going to hear less shit about piss on your ass. That's my time. My name's Roberto Garcia. Thanks.
I don't know. Honor that lady. Honor that lady. Come on. One more round of applause for Roberto Garcia. All in good fun, I expect. Ooh, wow, we're at 10 o'clock in my time zone. I don't know what it is where you are, but we're doing good. We're almost around the corner. All right, on deck is Alicia Rain, our next comedian. I'm not going to tell you where he's from because he's going to tell you. Please put your hands together for Alex Portillo.
Hey everybody, I'm Alex Portillo and I live in Camarillo. It rhymes. It's in California, but you might be thrown off because I'm wearing a Nebraska shirt. I'm originally from there. So I got this shirt like about 1.5 years ago. I've been living in California for a while, and this was like I came back to Nebraska to visit, and they're like, "Hey, welcome home. Here's a shirt. Wear it." So I was like, "Okay." It says Nebraska pride or Nebraska strong thanks to good people. Yeah, that's how Nebraskans talk. That's my impression of Nebraskans. We're good people. Yep. Actually, people in Nebraska don't talk like that, except for former Governor Dave Heineman. He was a good governor, I would say. So anyway, we'll come back to governors in a minute. So anyway, I still talk to family, you know, over in Nebraska. I call my brother twice a week, but he's my older brother, so he feels obligated to always tell me what I'm doing wrong with my life and how he doesn't approve of my choices. And I'm always like, "Hey, mister, I am a free spirit and I live in California, so that means I can do whatever I want to, as long as it's like before 10 p.m. You know, it's not at a club or at a bar or at a restaurant, you know. Yeah, I'm not supposed to do anything with anybody outside my house, you know, but other than that, I'm free to do what I want, you know, especially if it's a protest or a religious thing. Yeah, I can do it. So that's thanks to our Governor Gavin Newsom. We got rid of Thanksgiving last week, replaced by Thanks Gavin. Yeah, so he's kind of like restricting all of us, right? This Gavin Newsom guy. But he got caught red-handed going to a birthday party at the French Laundry, which is like some fancy place in Sacramento. And he got caught, so he was like, "Sorry." So after he said that, I was like, "Well, you know what? I can't stay mad at him. Other politicians would just do it and just like, you know, be dismissive." But he actually apologized, and you know, he is a handsome guy. You know, he's more handsome than Nebraska's governor right now. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, because like if Nebraska's governor got caught doing that, he'd be like, "Well, fuck you," you know. That's how he's like, basically. But in a Nebraska nice way, of course, because you know we're good people in Nebraska. Yeah, so I guess that's my time.
Woo! Yeah, keep it going for Alex Portillo from Camarillo. Originally from Nebraska, hence his being so nice. Thank you, Alex. If you ever want a treat, watch Alex do improv. He comes alive. He gets so silly. He commits like so hard. He's a lot of fun. I'm glad that you've been coming to this mic like since what, March? Appreciate you.
Yeah, the end of March. Yeah, late March. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Put your hands together if you've been coming here since late March. Ian, Roberto, Erica, and Ira. Wow. Stephanie's like, I wish I would have been. If we would have known, we would have been there. If you're set, write down something for the bonus round. Like, I have 1 more minute. How hard do I want them to laugh? Do I want them to laugh a little bit? Do I want them to laugh the whole time, or like a really big one at the end? But also, let's pay attention to the comedians coming up. On deck is Erica Schwarzkopf, next comedian. I finally got to meet in real life. She's wonderful. She's from South Dakota. Please put your hands together for Alicia Rain.
Yay, yay, she is real. Okay. Guys, I just made banana bread, and the physical comedy of me in the kitchen is too much even for myself. I turned on the beater too early, and so flour just went all over the place. It's on my shirt. It's just very Lucille Ball, no matter what happens. Like, I have a joke about one time I microwaved a tortilla for 8 minutes, and that really did happen. I don't know what was going on. I did just put in a tortilla, meant 10 seconds. I did it for 10 minutes. And then I went and took a nap and came back 8 minutes later to a smoke-filled kitchen. And yeah, that microwave was never the same. And it was okay though, because it did belong to my roommate. So I was fine. Yeah, one time I mistook a bottle of salsa for spaghetti sauce. And so I dumped a whole jar of salsa into these noodles. And it was later on that I thought to myself, I didn't realize ragu made a chipotle flavor. Yep. Yeah, I don't know, other stuff, other mishaps in the kitchen. I'm just really, really sort of terrible at it. I'll just tell a couple of jokes. I really should get in shape. That's what people say, but I'm already in a shape. Yeah, like a half deflated kiddie pool. That's a shape, right? Yeah, I'm thinking about going on a diet for 15 years, and the last diet I went on was Slim Fast, and it's supposed to be 2 shakes and then a sensible meal. And for me, I was like, the more shakes, the merrier. Get on over here. And that's when it was original recipe Slim Fast, when the 2 ingredients were Nutella and sidewalk chalk. Delicious, guys. I'm Alicia Rain. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of us can tell different stories about eating and trying to lose weight or gaining a whole bunch of weight from Zyprexa, or like doing bulimia for a while, or like having all the sizes in your basement from 15 to 2, probably maybe not those ranges, but all right. On deck. Y'all okay? We got a couple more. On deck is Nick. Nick's on deck. Our next comedian is living in Hawaii. She's my co-host of the Anarchy open mic on Friday. I don't need to drag it out. Please put your hands together for Erica Schwarzkopf.
Everybody. Well, the pandemic has fixed some things, like No more resting bitch face. It's gone. Think there was a cure for that shit. Gen X here. I see that there's also some other older people in this mic. No offense, millennials, but I just don't trust people who weren't raised by Love Boat episodes. You were actually raised by your own parents? I'm so sorry. I still don't trust you. Moving on. You know, I was gonna write all these new witty jokes today, and then I masturbated instead. So instead, I have this giant smile. I have cats. Any cat people out there? Cat people?
Yeah, cat.
I have a conspiracy theory about cats. I think cats are reincarnated stoners. Yeah, they're who the good stoners get to be someday. Cats are. No, for real. For real. But I had this cat that didn't understand how to use the litter box. And I mean, how does a cat not understand how to use the litter box? I'll tell you. This is what he still thinks. You poop on the floor, and then you take handfuls of the litter and put it on top of the poop. And then you craft it into some kind of a fucked up sandcastle. It got to the point where we had to wear shoes when we went to the bathroom in the middle of the night because we weren't sure what we were going to come across. Well, of course, my son is the creative boy. He's a creative boy. Yeah. We're not going to be putting his art into any art installations anytime soon, though. No. I think cats are the hipsters of the animal world. Just the other day, you know, my husband came home, he told me, and the cats were wearing knit caps, oversized eyeglasses, smoking American Spirit cigarettes, and there wasn't one PBR left in the fridge. Cats. Anyway, America Sports Cup, come to the Anarchy Friday. Back to Brooke. Thank you.
Woo! Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? She's so awesome. One more time for Erica. Woo! Yeah, she's in Hawaii. If you ever want to go there, you let her know. She'll hook you up. She's awesome.
A new show.
Oh, yeah. She just got a new show every week at a place called the Beach House. Is it just for the female comedians?
No. The first Tuesday of the month is female, and then the other 3 are co-ed. So I'm booking all kind of people right now. So if you come in here, let me know.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for that, Ira. Appreciate that. On deck is Kelly. Kelly Zemnikis is on deck. Our next comedian, he's from Chicago. He's been here at least 69 times. He has a Logan. Yeah, I know, that was fun. It's an Expats All Arts mic on Wednesdays. You can read a poem if you want to. You could do a dance. If you DJ, you can make beats, I think is what they do. Please put your hands together for Nick Lindemann.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Brooke. Thanks for having me. Nice to be here. So I wrote a note down earlier, reminded me of when I was in high school. I used to work at the local theme park, and quite often, in fact, all the time, people would stop me on the midway and say, "Hey, what's the matter with the roller coaster?" And I always said the exact same thing: the flux capacitor, every single time. Because honestly, if you think the 16-year-old kid that's carrying a tray of churros is also the ride mechanic, and you're still planning on letting your kids ride that ride, you kind of deserve that 16-year-old to fuck with you a little bit. So I don't feel bad about it. A couple other comics mentioned their parents. I love that. I love kids, other people's kids. You know, kids are kind of like a pool. It's great when a friend has one, but man, awful lot of upkeep. Better that's at Bill's house. Really better. And I love to how people say it's a job. And it's messed up that you have to think it's a job for it to be important. That's not like taking away from parenthood. That's, there are other things that aren't jobs that are important, because parenting is obviously not a job. Because who would go for that interview and then take that job? It's like, well, can you tell me a little bit about the position? Yeah, okay, you're going to watch this little SOB. You have to keep an eye on him every single second of every single day. If he goes more than 7 seconds without eye contact, he will try to murder himself or start a fire or generally
He's
mess
looking
up
for
the
something
dad's
paper.
electronics. Oh, well, cool.
Paper
Later
towel.
on, like, he'll be good at stuff, sports and music and stuff. It's like, oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, they will. You're going to spend thousands of dollars on equipment and spend every Sunday and Saturday in a damn field. But probably still start a college fund. It's like, great, sounds good. What's the compensation? Mostly macaroni jewelry and the vague promise of not too shitty a home. Like, awesome, that sounds great. Where do I sign up? It's like, hey, remember that cocktail waitress from a couple weeks back? You're hired. No, not gonna happen. Went a lot faster than I thought it would. I'm gonna leave you with this one too. Nope, don't have time for that one either. You know what? That's been my time. We get a little bit back to the room. Thank you very much. You guys have been great.
Thank you, Nick. I didn't know you worked at a theme park. That was fun. Now I want to know where everybody worked. We'll get to that later, not now. All right. On deck is Sifa, our next comedian. She's from Toronto. She's a host and the producer of It'll Be Fine. It'll Be Fine.
Yeah.
It's a baking show on YouTube, and she's going to be at the Boston Comedy Festival December 2nd. Hey, that's tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So check that out. But right now, please put your hands together for Kelly Zemnikas.
Hello. Hey, everyone. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Kelly. I'm Kelly, your friend from Canada. Yeah, Canada. Yeah. The land where it's not that much better. Just so you know. It's pretty bad. You guys might be better off actually right now. But we're all kind of in a messed up situation at the mo. I would definitely describe myself as a foodie. Obviously, I have a baking show on YouTube. But yeah, I'm a hardcore foodie. And like some people will maybe, have a shoe for every occasion, a purse for a certain occasion. I have a snack for every occasion. I'm pretty proud of this. Yep. Yeah, let me show this off. So a broken heart, easy, cookie dough, simple, obviously. Maybe you've lost your job, cookie dough, easy, simple. Hey, maybe you've been doing some household repairs, and you need something to use, cookie dough. It's yeah. It actually will not do any good for your household repairs, but you will have cookie dough. So it's a win-win. So yay. It's kind of great. But no, I am a big foodie. I love ordering from my local Chinese food place. I love that joint so much. And I know some people will get a little put off when they get like extra sets of cutlery with their order, because you feel like the restaurant's judging you for your healthy appetite. But I actually am really flattered by the extra set of chopsticks that I get, because guys, they obviously think I'm in a relationship, which is sweet. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice that they have more faith that I will find someone than my parents do. So it's awesome. So good. But yeah, I've been really digging this whole Zoom thing because I can do, sets from any part of my apartment. If I've got the Zoom background up, you don't know if I'm in the bathroom, so that's kind of cool. But the bathroom does hold a special place, though, in my family's history. It really does, because my dad was in the bathroom when he shouted out to my mother, "What are you doing next weekend? Do you want to get married?" Yeah, that's where dad was. Yeah. And mom, she shouted back, "Yeah, I guess so." It's appropriate response. Absolutely appropriate response. But you may think that my dad would have then leveled up for the honeymoon. You would be wrong. Yeah, you would be wrong. Dad, that next weekend, took mom on his business trip. So my mom celebrated her honeymoon with my dad and 300 guys from a crayon company. So yeah, who needs fairy tales? Anyways, that's all I got, guys. I'm Kelly. Have a good night.
Yeah. Woo! Thank you, Kelly. If y'all don't follow her, it's the Latvian foodie, I believe, on Instagram. And check out the YouTube channel too. If any of you have YouTube channels or something like that, put it in the chat. Just subscribe, go through like a few of them, you know, stuff like that. It's just good for the energy, you know. You get it and then you'll get it. You'll give it, then you'll get it. It's like a 69, right? You'll give and then you'll get. Except it's not imaginary, hopefully, right? You'll share and like my stuff too. Yeah. Okay, pretty soon we're gonna have our lightning round, which means randomly spotlight 1 more minute. And sometimes people that were here earlier come back. It's really fun. We have a good time. I feel like okay. So Annalisa, you are on deck. Our next comedian, please put your hands together for Sita.
Yay. Thank you so much for having me, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Where do I go from that? I am from India, but don't call me chief. That's a different type of Indian. Do you all understand my Indian accent? Because I don't. I am in my late 30s. Yep, I'm 42. I am 100 days sober today, guys.
Woo!
Yeah. Just not in a row. For the last fucking 4 years, I don't know. I recently ended a 15-year-long marriage. Yep. Well, I'm not too worried, guys. It's not my marriage. Come on, guys. Where is my Netflix special? Come on. Jokes kills. All right. Anyway, a girl told me I look like a British celebrity. I thought she was going to say like James Bond or something. She said, no, it's Mr. Bean. Like, punch you, girl. Yeah, I mean, she mentioned the big nose. I know I have a big nose. It got stuck inside a pussy one time.
Nice.
I couldn't wiggle it out. And, yeah, I know. I just came out of the mental health clinic. I was wacky at that time, everybody, but I feel much better now. Let's see. Okay, where do I go from that? Okay, I am a computer engineer by race. When I was young, I went and told my dad, I want to be an actor, Dad. He said, that's awesome, son, but it's pronounced doctor. I sent my open mic video to my dad. He was so proud of me. He said, replied back, I loved your TED talk. I was raised as an only child. Yep, which really pissed off my elder brother. Growing up, I did really stupid things to impress girls, guys. I like stalking them. One time I called this girl and I said, do you remember the guy who was you were dancing with last night? Yeah, I was the guy who was looking at you do all that. He ran away. And then I came to the US for my master's. I went to the prestigious Harvard University, people. Woo! Yeah, for a campus tour. Because I could only get admitted to New Jersey Institute of Technology, which is ranked #1 in the US, by the way, for drug abuse. As soon as I landed in the US, my friend took me to this magical place where all the Indian people dreams came true. Not Disney, it was Walmart. My college friend got into a car accident. And is my time over?
Yeah, we do 3-minute sets.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much for having me,
Please
guys.
put your hands together for Sita. Woo! Yeah, thank you for being here. What time is it? Are you in tomorrow? Is it Wednesday?
It's Florida, so 11 o'clock. It's not too
You're
late.
in Florida. Okay. Florida. Cool. All right. I think, yeah, we just got Annalisa now. Not just. My gosh. She's been coming here every week forever, and you can tell she just, I don't know if you can tell, but she just keeps getting better and better at this, and she's having a lot of fun. She's
Aw.
also fun to do improv with. Please put your hands together for Annalisa Wright.
Oh, thank you. Like Brooke said, I keep on coming and coming and coming. Okay, right now my life is a trapper keeper. I'm trapped in my house with my kids, and I have to keep them. I'm a feminist. That's because I believe women can do anything. They can work full time, stay at home with kids, have an OnlyFans page, but not all three at the same time. My God, that is exhausting. So I don't like Black Friday because I hate shopping. Instead, I think there should be a Smack Friday where you get to talk shit about the relatives that you had to spend Thanksgiving with.
Nice.
I have some baggage I need to unload, which is that my grandma removed her dentures and licked them after eating turkey. Like, who does that? So if you actually go shopping, Home Goods, it's not so good. It has everything you don't need. It's like if Hooters hired a dude to be a waiter. That's how useless it is. I mean, it has fake trees. It really makes a lot of sense to destroy nature to make fake nature. That is a brilliant idea. It has 57 colors of napkins because wiping crap off your hands is a lot more fun in Burgundy, apparently. It has hundreds of throw pillows. That is so Nana can fill up an entire room with them so that when she dies, you can figure out what the fuck to do with them. Anyway, I was at Hy-Vee the other day and I had a brush with Destiny while I was there. It was awkward because I didn't expect like a lap dance in a grocery store. I know Destiny because I auditioned to be a stripper once, but it didn't work out because I'm too skinny and my dancing's only half-assed. I haven't danced in forever. The last time I danced was a hokey pokey in preschool. But that's clearly about sex. It's about oral sex. It says put the head in, take the head out. So pretty clear instructions on that. And then it says, turn yourself around. That clearly means do a 69. Anyway, thank you guys. You've been great. That's all for me.
Keep it going for Annalisa. Woo! All right, we got a lightning round. And I do want to say one thing. On Christmas, on the day of Christmas, I need either a co-host for the Anarchy open mic or we might cancel it. So just, slide into my DMs if that sounds like something you might be up for. Okay? All right. Lightning round. It could be you. It could be you. It could be you. You got a minute. That's all you get. It might be funny. It might not. We're gonna see.
Come in. What are you doing? It's my minute, Nathan. You're interrupting me. Fucking
Get some
goddamn.
clothes on, Nathan.
So the thing about Bing Crosby, I think it's okay that we still like his voice, but I'm gonna have a very hard time forgiving him for what he did to all those women. Bing Crosby. He drugged and raped a bunch of women. Did you guys know this?
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
He's in jail for it right now. You guys didn't know this?
Thought he was dead.
Wait, who am I thinking of then?
Are you thinking of Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my God.
okay.
Is this real?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeez.
Eva, one more minute.
Get a minute.
Oh, that's me?
Yeah.
I am a clean comedian. Yeah, that's why I took 2 motherfucking showers today. I love doing comedy. It's much better than sex, right? At least nobody has told me my joke is not long enough. I am balding, but I don't see it as losing more hair. I see it as getting more head, if you know what I mean. I had sex with an older woman in college. While I was walking out the door, her 10-year-old stops me and drops the F-bomb on me. He said, "Father." I said, "Fuck you, kid," and got the hell out of there. But I'm not a bad person, people. I'm not a bad person. I saw this girl in college. She was choking. I saw her and I saved her life. Yep. I told her it's easier to swallow. In other news, my college girlfriend loved my penis. Better than hers. Thank you, everybody.
Oh.
Oh, I had a feeling. I had a feeling. You know what? Oh, shit. I don't really know what I want to do. Damn it. You know what? I don't know what I want to do, so I'm going to turn off my thing here for a sec and show y'all what I've been doing since I have the minute. This is for you.
Aww. Cutie. That's so cute.
And so I guess I'll leave y'all with fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and you go suck on a cock and choke on a dick. Do 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 do. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, especially Trump. I'm glad you're going away. All right, y'all, great night.
Oh, hey, everybody. Okay, I want to talk more about California. One of my favorite topics. You know, like these restrictions. I was thinking about how to work around some restrictions. I know a lot of you Californians are thirsty out there and don't live with anybody who you can hook up with. So here's my advice. Because thanks to the Supreme Court, religious ceremonies are exempt from that quarantine requirement. They even said on the news, like, you can't go out of the house unless it's to go to the store. You can't hang out with anybody outside your house unless it's for a protest or for church. So, you know, if you combine church and sex, you know, that will work, right? Because I mean, a lot of the religious denominations, they do it anyways, you know, those clergy hooking up with their congregants, right? On protests as well, because, you know, California has been protesting and having sex since like the 60s. So there you go. There's some ideas.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, thank you. Where's Ian? I want Ian right now. Where is he? All right, yeah, there he is. Come here. Come here right now. Yes, I'm talking to you, Ian. You want to see this? You know who Bing Cosby is, or Bing Crosby is? You know who he is? Look at him. You thought, this is what you thought was Bill Cosby. I just wanted to show that. And I do also have something to say. There was a study done back at a university where it was a study showed that 80% of white women said that they would actually be in an interracial relationship with a black man. But also on the same token, 50% of those white women still cross the street when they see a black man walking on the same sidewalk. So good night, everyone.
Jeez.
Oh, sweet. So let's use this minute for a little self-promotion. Is anybody else doing the New York Underground Comedy Festival? Yeah, I'm sure some of y'all are. Fuck yeah, it'll be good to see you guys there. I won that shit back in 2003.
Woo!
Yeah, yeah, they have been flying us actually out to New York as grand marshals for the parade every year since, but the shutdown kind of fucked that up, obviously. So it's just going to be me zooming from my parking lot on a float that I'm working on. Yeah, I won the flyer design contest they had in 2003, and they're still using mine. It's amazing. So, yeah, I'm going to be hosting the flyer design competition this year. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I don't know. Have a good night.
Oh, okay. Shoot fire. Oh, the other day, okay, it was about a week ago, and we went to the food bank, and you have to stay in your car, and you have to wait and wait and wait. So I brought me a Tupperware bowl just in case I had to pee, right? So we're sitting there because I can usually hold it for a couple of hours. Good at that, maybe. And I'm sitting there with my girlfriend, and I'm like, "It's been 3 hours." I said, Don't you have to pee?" She's like, "I already did." I said, "What do you mean you already did?" I'm looking at her. She goes, "I wear Depends during these times." I'm like, "A Depends? Why didn't you tell me that I needed to go to the store and get me a Depends, you know?" And I'm thinking to myself, now there's 14 blocks of cars. Can you imagine how many people are in Depends right now? And then my friend,
Oh, Annalise.
and my
So, I live by myself with my 2 kids. No partner, but my house looks like I have a lot of sex. There's like, you know, a bra on the ceiling, fan, underwear on the coffee table. But hey, I have to tell you what really happens. I just get really tired. I start taking some of my clothes off, and I pass out. I don't even get to fuck myself first. So if I do date, I really want to go for it. I want to go to a bar, find a really fucking hot dude, like maybe somebody like one of the Hemsworth brothers, and say, "Hey, why don't you come to my house? Let's have sex, cuddle, and you should leave the next morning before I wake up and regret my decision." Somebody actually said yes one time to that when I told that joke in a bar. Anyway, another story, my minute's over. Woo, woo, woo.
So, tried a little CBD flower for the first time recently, and not really a big fan. Gotta be honest. I know a lot of friends that swear by it. You know, they do the salves and the potions and the oils and whatnot, but the flower, just a little off. You know, smoking CBD flower, a little bit like watching porn and stroking your chin. You know, it's not unpleasant. It's not a bad time, but it's just not getting the fucking job done. I'm gonna take my last bit of time to just say how much I hate winter. I don't hate very many things at all. Try to stay positive, but I despise the cold. I used to live in Florida. A lot of other complicated reasons. I moved back to Chicago, and it was cold as shit today, and I did not care for it. Other than that, it's been a great day and a great week. Thank you for putting this on. You guys have been fun.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's me. A while ago, I had really a lot of problems in my life. So I went to a place and I got a puzzle made out of myself. This is so I could actually put my life back together. It was just like, you know, at least I'm in 255 pieces now. At least that's a little bit better than it was before. And then like earlier on in the pandemic, people said, "I want you to use a bra for a face mask." It doesn't work. I couldn't see anything. I ended up falling anyway. So, that's about it. Done.
Yeah. So I saw someone on Tinder named Isis, and like I already look like this, so of course I swiped left. Someone I was seeing overdosed on anime. Senpai the price. That's a stretch. That is a stretch. I make electronica, and my genre is difficult listening. I have this vision of creating a variety show in the future that would combine like comedy and electronica. I call it the Tinnitus Show. Zoom has spoiled me. I keep burping on my therapy calls because I can't hit the mute button. All right, thank you.
Okay. Little advice. Never go into a library with some candy and a gym bag and ask for the little boys section.
Yeah.
Never go to Barnes and Noble and try to rearrange the Bibles into the fiction section.
Good idea.
Never teach your parents how to use FaceTime because they'll do it while they're cooking meth. And you got to look for them scabs, people. I mean, you got to look for them scabs. But that's all right, because while they were doing that and talking to me, I was slicing up a possum for some snacks. So that's why I like FaceTime. Any other advice I got? Stay strong. Peace.
Woo!
Yeah.
The stay-at-home order has put a lot of just regroup the foot traffic into other areas. Like at Acadia National Park, I saw it was packed, and I saw license plates as far away from Kansas. Great, now you're giving us COVID, you know. Granted, I know contributing to the problem, but you really have to understand it. I was bored, and it was a really nice day on a Saturday. Everybody hates roundabouts, but nobody wants to play rock, paper, scissors with me at a four-way stop. Trump orders his lunch at McDonald's and his coffee at Circle KKK. The Trump train got derailed by somebody who has a train station named after him. He is such an overused pop-punk cliche, it should be aborted from songwriting. A pregnant hippie told me she was opting for a natural standing birth. Her spirit animal is giraffe.
So I've realized that I'm anti-gun. No surprise there. I realized why though. It's because they're like dicks. And so like no matter like how I think about it, it's just like this nasty. I'm not really into that. And so it makes me think about like, you know, both of them just spit stuff out of the end of them, and that's probably why I don't like it. And it makes me wonder why like that's a sign of masculinity for people to wield those, because you're just spitting shit out of the end. I don't know. And why is it that the men who are uber masculine want to spit shit out of their metal dick instead of their regular dick? Maybe I don't get it because I don't have one. Maybe I have dick envy. Like I've had it. So I guess I'm anti-gun and anti-dick, which is the moral of this story. And I welcome you to my side.
Woo! 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 Okay. I told my mom that she told me that she heard that they legalized cocaine in New Jersey. I was like, no, Mom, it's psilocybin, right? And she's like, oh, so they're still deciding? Holy old people. Okay, I wanted to try to take this long story and put it into 30 seconds so I can find what's most funny. So it was a Christmas Eve dinner at Mr. C's. We were all dressed up really, really nice. We inadvertently got the waiter fired that night through a Karen situation, which we like to blame on my mom. But she says, y'all keep blaming me, and you say that I got that waiter fired, but that was Carly. Carly did it. Carly was sitting there, and she's like, I don't know what I want, you know, and the waiter's like, come on, it's time to go. And then Mr. C's like, what's the problem? And then, yeah, we got someone fired on Christmas.
Hey, so I went for a walk the other day because Nick, I love winter. So, hey, but I went for a walk the other day with a friend, and my friend asked, hey, what's the temperature? And so I checked the app on my phone, and I love when I look at it and it's got the feels like temperature, which is really the temperature we should all be going with. You know, that's the one. And I'm thinking this would be a great thing to implement in other areas of my life, you know, to like describe relationships. Like, hey, Kelly, how's it going with Steve? Well, you know, we've been together for 3 months. Feels like it's been 3 years, though. He's a bit much, you know, Steve. It's a bit much. Hey, how's the new house? Oh, you know, I'm really happy. I'm loving it. Feels like there's a mold issue, though. I have a weird rash. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try that out. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, so I just put up my Christmas decorations. So those went up, and also my alcohol tolerance went up as well. So, yep, it is Christmas time, that time where we celebrate the most famous zombie in the world. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. Elvis. That's who I'm talking about. Yep. This is the time where we celebrate the birth of Elvis. Yeah, guys, this is my impression of Mrs. Claus. Okay, Mrs. Claus. He left. Come over. That's it, you guys. Happy holidays.
Ho, ho, ho. Woo, woo, woo. I'm looking around. I think we got everybody. If you didn't get a turn, wave.
Roberto.
Oh, really? Oh, one more. You all are in luck. One more.
Oh, great. A lot of people are worried about a lot of things during the quarantine. A lot of people are talking about gaining weight. Everybody's mentioning the quarantine 15. I've been telling people I gained a quarantine. But I think I'm officially fat now. I'm officially fat because I'm getting text messages from fast food places. You know, you might get go to a concert, sign up for something for free, and you start getting random text messages from places like Truth, telling you about how juuling's just as bad as smoking cigarettes. Maybe you're getting text messages from your local radio station, letting you know about local events in your area. I feel like I'm officially fat now because I'm getting text messages from Sonic at 3 a.m. that just say, "You up?" That's my time. My name is Roberto Garcia. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Roberto Garcia Comedy. Thanks, Brooke. You're the best.
Aw, nah, you're the best. And this mic is the best. Thank you so much for being here. This has been a whole lot of fun. I can't even tell you. There's been so many little countries and cities and funny jokes and silly impressions. So sign up is on Saturdays. I'd love to see you all again. Otherwise, next time, thank you.